Me and Mother Nature are gonna fight for this one. I am not okay with that. Meet the flying snake. Outside of my nightmares, these things are only found in Asia. And yes, they are venomous. Mildly venomous, but still. Venom shouldn't be above my head. Now, they don't technically fly, more or less glide, but they can glide up to 300 feet. You know how long 300 feet is? That's flying to me. And basically how they do it is they'll climb up to the highest point they can find, usually a tree. And then they'll concave their stomach in and flatten their body out. And they just whip themselves out of the tree and fly with the wind at 25 miles an hour. They could fly 25 miles an hour. I can't believe I'm talking about the flying speed of a snake. Oh, and just for the cherry on top, it's also believed that they can hunt birds and bats in mid-flight. I am not gonna lie, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. I'm never going to Asia. If it makes you feel any better, that video has a happy ending. For the dogs. Meet the African wild dog. As you may know, it's a fully carnivorous pack hunter that thrives in the dangers of Africa. You know, the place that has lions and hyenas and leopards and Cape buffalo. Hunting there is like playing life on hard mode. But for them, light work. They have an 85% hunting success rate, which makes them the second most successful hunter in the entire animal kingdom, and that's only behind a dragonfly. Except the dragonfly can't eat meat. And the reason they're so successful is because they vote on going on a hunt as a team. Oh, and they vote by sneezing. The difference of life or death could be allergy season. Not to mention, once they choose an animal to hunt, they can run 37 miles an hour for 3 miles. I can't even run 3 miles. I'm gonna be dog food. And they use that to their advantage. They're stamina hunters, so they'll just chase an animal until it falls from exhaustion. And then they eat the animal alive. I'm not sure all dogs go to heaven. Moral of the story, if you're having a bad day, just remember, could always be worse. They say you're supposed to learn one new thing a day, right? Well, buckle up. That was a Goliath tigerfish, the most dangerous fish in Africa. If I'm being honest, I think this would be the most dangerous fish in the world if sharks didn't exist. They get up to 5 feet long and over 150 pounds. And aggressive. And carnivorous. Even though that part's obvious. Their mouth looks like a sword collection. On top of that, they also have a superpower where they can sense vibrations anywhere in their vicinity. You know, like a bird flying over the water. They're actually known for eating birds, which is insane. They're also known for eating crocodiles if they get in their way. Oh, and humans. They'll attack humans. Hey, look at the bright side. At least you know you taste good. But the scariest part is their teeth. Those teeth are not meant for chewing. They're specifically designed for ripping and shredding pieces off their prey, and then they swallow the pieces whole. Moral of the story, if you needed another reason why humans don't belong in water, there it is. Who actually wins between a honey badger and a wolverine? This should be fun. Now, obviously, neither one of these walking middle fingers needs an introduction. The honey badger is a 30-pound member of the weasel family that has no recollection of the word fear. Lions, hyenas, African wild dogs, doesn't matter. Those paws are rated E for everyone. In fact, they can actually take down hyenas and African wild dogs. Maybe not a lion. They also have super thick skin that's extremely hard to penetrate, and a bite force that could break a tortoise's shell. They got it all. The wolverine, on the other hand, is also a member of the weasel family, except this is the largest member. They get up to 50 pounds and they're hyper aggressive. On top of that, some say they have the sharpest claws in the animal kingdom, hence the name of this character. Not to mention, these little monsters are known for hunting animals 50 times their size. We're talking elk, moose, wolves. There's even a report of a wolverine taking out a polar bear at a zoo. A 1,000-pound carnivore was taken out by an animal the size of a toddler. In conclusion, when it comes to the battle of violent weasels, the wolverine gets the dub.
You're my everything.
Nope, you're not tripping. That thing is basically Michael Phelps. With wings. Meet the razorbill. Outside of looking like a futuristic penguin, they are birds, and they are skilled flyers, being able to fly 50 miles an hour. However, unlike most birds, they spend most of their time in water because they're quite literally built for it. First off, they could dive 300 feet underwater. I should not be seeing wings 300 feet underwater. On top of that, they're amazing at holding their breath, and they can swim 10 feet per second. Sounds like a fish to me, and that's not even the best part. Since they spend most of their time in water, their whole diet is fish. And they have these special serrated beaks that lock the fish in place. That way, they could catch multiple fish in one dive without losing any. In fact, there's been reports of people seeing them leave the water with over 10 fish in their mouth. That's a 1,000% hunting success rate. I like this robot penguin.